Everybody straight from Bullshit Corner. Today it's December 2nd or 3rd, whatever. I'm going to do sort of a winter tune-up on my Bmw E46. I'm going to change oil. I'm having a problem with the oil level light coming on and then briefly flashing out. So the oil level sender is the problem for that. So I'm going to show you how to change that out. I'm going to replace the pulley. Remember that video I did a while back in summertime? I chipped the fiberglass / plastic pulley. I got an aluminum pulley here. We're going to swap that out as well. Got the car safely up with some jack stands now, so I'm going to crawl underneath, remove the pan, and get ready to dump the oil out. Your drain plug is right there. Your oil level sender is right there. If you got an XI model like mine, this is not the oil drain plug. This is the drain plug for your front differential. This is your oil pan here. That's your drain plug. Remember that. Drain plug close to oil level sender. We're just draining the oil now into a pan. Not very exciting, but I'm just going to show you in order to change the oil level sender, you have to drain the oil. There is no way around that. So at this moment, we got the electrical connection disconnected from the oil level sender. I'm going to remove it. Make sure you got an oil pan below, because I got my car up in a ramp. So the drain plug is right about there, and the level sender's down farther below. So there's still going to be oil in that section. So make sure you got a drip pan there to catch the oil. So this is the old sensor right here. It's a genuine BMW sensor, made in Germany. This is an aftermarket one, doesn't have any brand name on it, whatever have you not. Come from China. Don't know how well it's gonna work, but we're gonna slap it in and see if it does, because it was only like 25 bucks for shipping, so I guess as long as it seals, it's good enough for me. There we are, new oil level sender put in place. Now we're going to change the filter and oil and then continue on with the rest of the projects on this car. In case you've never changed oil before, that's where your oil filter goes right there. It's a 38mm socket, and there's my oil filter right there. Just a matter of removing the top, pulling out the filter and everything else. That's what it looks like with the filter. Let's pull it out. There's the case. New oil filter should come with new O-ring and copper gasket. You want to replace those as well before you install the new filter. Changing oil is putting in 6.5 liters. Everybody always talks about what oil to use. It doesn't matter what oil you use, if it's BMW oil. As long as the oil on the back says BMW long life, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't have that, you're going to have issues, but I mean, I use this type of oil, somebody's going to use other type of oil. Some people are going to swear by other type of oils. Use whatever oil you want, as long as it's BMW rated. Moving on now, I'm going to change the pulley. I'm not looking forward to it. You know, if you watch my other videos, that I cursed and sweared while trying to get that fan off, so guess better get that done and then carry on with some of the other projects on the car for my winter tune-up. In order to pull the fan off, you're going to need this tool here. And this wrench is not actually an 1/8 inch. I've actually machined it out a little bit bigger so I can get on top of the nut, because I wasn't able to find the proper wrench, so I modified one to make it work for me. There we go, we got the belt off, the fan's off obviously. I'm just going to remove the 4 bolts, pull that old pulley off, put the aluminum one back on, and we're back in business. If you missed it in the other video, that's the reason why I'm changing the pulley, because that chip I put in it went in the water pump when I swapped it out. I don't want it to be driving somewhere and have the crack get bigger and all of a sudden just rip off, so out she goes, and we're going to install an aluminum water pump pulley. There we go, that part's done. Now comes the part I fucking hate, putting the fan back on. It's fucking brutal. In case you haven't seen, there's snow on the ground. This is Canada. We do have winter about 8-9 months a year. There's a snowstorm coming, and I really want to do this project last weekend, I should say, but we had a severe storm, winds gusting at over 100 kilometers an hour. Just watch the video clip right here, and then you'll understand why I didn't want to do this in that severe wind. Well, I'm going to change the air filter too before I put this piece back on, because there's one clip in there, and just a matter of moving the 4 clips, lifting up the air box, and then new filter's just going to slide in place, but I can't hold the camera, do it at the same time, so just give me a second. There it is there, new filter stuck in place. put it down and clamp it down and we're done. So we changed the oil, we changed the oil level sender, the air filter we changed the pulley on the front of the engine. I'm going to check the coolant level. If you live in the southern part of the world where you don't see snow or cold weathers, this won't really apply to you, but here in Canada, I've seen the temperatures get down to minus 45 degrees in the wintertime. So you want to make sure your coolant is at least minus 40, so we're going to check that and see where my coolant levels are sitting for the winter, and hopefully we're good. So here we are right now. It says on my temperature we're set for minus 45 and above, so I shouldn't have to worry about my antifreeze freezing up in the wintertime and cracking my engine block, so that part we're good. The only thing left I'm going to check out is I have a secondary air code low. I know the pump works. The check valve right there I swapped out. I'm going to check for vacuum leak now and see if we can find the problem on why that's happening. So I pulled behind, tried to check for leaks by blowing into it, and now I got a vacuum gauge hooked up to it, so I'm going to start the car and see what kind of vacuum I'm pulling off this thing. Before we do anything, I got to reset the oil light. If you have one of these peak scanners, you just go to oil. It's going to do its little countdown. That's it, should be done. So when you reset your oil service, it should go back to 25,000. I'm going to start it, so we're going to vacuum pull. That pretty much concludes my video for the winter tune-up. The last thing I did, I didn't show on video because everybody should know how to check your tire pressures. So as you can see in the video, I didn't have any vacuum, but that could be due to the engine already being warm. The secondary air is only going to kick in when it's first cold for like 15-20 seconds roughly. The engine was already in the temperature range a little bit. I thought it would have cooled down enough when I was doing all the maintenance, but I guess not. So I might have to try it again when it's cold out. I did feel around for broken hoses. I couldn't feel anything. I hooked up air to it with 15 psi and felt around for leaks in the line, didn't find any. So it's definitely puzzling me while I'm getting the secondary air code, but eventually I'll figure it out because it only happens when it's cold out. Anyways, that's the end of my video. If you have any questions or comments, post below. Thanks for watching. If you want, follow me at Twitter at Bullshit Corner. Thanks a lot. Bye.